Hey guys, it's Sabrina. Today I'm going to be talking about my writing. I probably should have done this, one of the first couple of videos or whatever, but I didn't. Um, so my writing is like a big part of my life. I've known that I want to be a writer as a career since I was in third grade, and it's kind of weird because I've always known that I've wanted to write for my for my whole life and everything for as long as I can, and hopefully it gets me somewhere. Hopefully I can publish stuff. Um, but it wasn't until a few years ago that I actually really started getting into poetry. Um, I over the past couple of years I've kept like a notebook specifically for like all my poems and stuff. And as of right now, I think I have a little over 300 total within the past year and a half, maybe. So that's really good for me because I want to publish a book of my poems, by the end of my senior year or by the end of the summer after my senior year. Um, so hopefully I can. I'm trying to like type them all up right now, and then I can print them, and then I can send them to like a publisher or something. Um, and then another thing that I've been working on since like the beginning of the year, around January time frame, is a book that I'm writing. Um, it's honestly, I personally think that it's really good. I don't know about other people or what other people are gonna think if it's ever published or if it's published soon or whatever. But I'm really it's like my baby because this is the first like book that I've actually really started writing, and then I know that I'm gonna finish it because I always like started writing other books and stuff like, and I never completely finished them. I mean, I they're all like about love and teenagers and girls and stuff like that, but what's different about this one is it has a lot more like of me in it and of my personal experience in it and everything. Um, I don't want to say the name of it because I don't want to like jinx it or anything, but I don't know if any of you have seen Valentine's Day or Love Actually, but how it's like it goes from like different people, like different characters to different characters, like in the movie. It's kind of like that, like it's each of the characters' point of views on like certain stuff that's going on in their lives, or like it's just it's like of each. It's just basically like focused on like a few different people, or like about 8 different people, I think. And it's basically like all about like their lives and everything they're going through and all that stuff. Um, what my goal is to finish it towards the end of the summer, or finish it a little after I start school, and then that way I can send it to a publisher, hopefully somewhere nearby like Monterey, maybe Santa Cruz, maybe San Jose, because I want to send it to a publisher. But if I send it to somebody that's like a big publisher, there's a chance that I might not get published because there's always people sending stuff into them. And what's the chances of me actually getting my book published if I send it to a big publisher? There's more of a chance of me getting it published if I send it to like a not as big publisher and stuff. So I just want to finish the book, and then I'm gonna send it into a publisher, and then hopefully they actually do read it, or somebody reads it in the publishing company or whatever, and then they send it back to me, they give me feedback, I edit it, whatever, and then I can get it published, at least by the end of my senior year, because that's what I really want. I really want to get it published, either right after I graduate or a little before I graduate or around that time frame of me graduating, because if I can publish it, with a publisher that's not gonna like take the book and like make it its own or something, or like kind of as its own or something. Like one of their people have written it, or they've written it, or whatever. If I can find a good publisher that's actually going to publish the book that I want, that I wrote, and I spent all my time in doing, then there's a chance that I probably won't go to college. So I'm mainly just focused on finishing the book. Right now, I'm kind of like in the middle or towards the middle of chapter 10. And each of the chapters are like, about 10 to 12, 13 pages or whatever. So it's around there. So as of right now, I'm on page 106. That's the farthest I've gotten in any book that I've ever written or tried reading. So I'm really excited about that because I know that even if it's not like that good or a best-selling book or whatever, then it's still a book. It's still something that I wrote that I spent my time into doing, and somebody's gonna read it. Somebody's gonna see it at some point and read it. And I mean, I don't want to like just have the people that I go to school with or the people that I've known be the only ones to buy it. I want other people to buy it. Like, I mean, I count on people that I know a lot, but I don't want them to just buy the book and give me profit because they're my friends. I want them to buy the book because they want to read it. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people that don't read and stuff. There's not a lot of people that read anymore. Obviously, I do. My bookcase is like full of books. But still, like, if people actually, took the time to sit down and read the book that I'm writing or whatever, or that I've written whenever it's published, then that'll be like better than any some amount of money that I get, because they actually took the time to read it and they liked it. So I just want people to read the writing that I spent all this time doing and all this thought and process going through. I mean, yes, I'm typing it. I know it's not like actual writing or whatever, but trust me, if I had a typewriter, I would be doing it on that. But still, like, I just, it's, it's one of the things that I'm working most towards, because if I can publish this and it does good and people actually buy it and I get some money, then my whole career in writing can be like set and, will be already happening in my 20s. Like, I'm going to be 18 next May, which is 10 months away, and if I can publish a book by then I will be so proud of myself for one, being able to graduate, and two, for being able to publish a book before graduation, or around the time that I graduate high school. Like, not many people can say that. I know there's like, like stupid books out there with like little kids that publish it or whatever, and they're just like whatever books, but this book is like something that I'm really proud of. And I want people to it's fiction, so I don't really think people are going to be able to relate to it. But still, I mean, I want people to to actually like the book because they read it and they liked it. I don't know. My poems they're really personal. I mean, what poetry isn't? Because for me, I don't write poetry just for people to one day read it and like it. I write poetry more for myself because of a situation that I'm in or something that I'm going through, and by me writing the poems and everything, it helps get all the emotion, all the stress, whatever is going on in my life out. I know not all my poems are like sad and depressed and all that stuff, but still, like, even the poems that are happy, there's always like a little bit of like sadness like underneath. There's always like a little layer of sadness underneath the poem. I mean, I don't know, honestly, I don't know why. It's just that's the way that I've written, and I guess that's the way I'll keep writing. um, it's the same with my actual like novel, book, whatever you want to call it. I want to be able to publish it hopefully by the end of my senior year too, or sometime before or after, because I don't have that many poems typed, and I'm too busy to even do it right now. I'm mostly just focused on my book. But I'll be able to print, type them at some point. I'll do it, little by little during the school year, and then hopefully by December, January timeframe, I'll have them all printed and typed and everything, and then that way I can put them in a folder, send them to the publisher, all that good stuff. But I think not as I think my poems will be more relatable instead of the book, because the book is fiction, so it's not gonna be that relatable. My poems are a big part of me. Like, I just it's just a lot has happened to me within the past couple years, and all my poems reflect that. And if my parents ever read some of the poems that I've written, they would seriously be like, who the hell is this kid? I don't know this kid. Like, I've been told before that I write well beyond my age. And I've been told that I write really well, and I've been told that I write with voice, which means like when I write, it sounds like I'm talking, or like I'm that person talking. And I've been told a lot about my writing, and if my parents ever, took the time to actually read it, then that would probably be the reason for them ever understanding what I've gone through with them. Because a lot of lately, within the past couple months, a lot of my poems have been, like, not hate, but like, kind of sad, depressed poems about, like, my relationship with them, or stuff that's going on at that time with my parents. So I think my poems are a lot more relatable to people like my age, or people anywhere. I just hope that, at some point people will actually be able to read them. So this is kind of a short video. Sorry about that. I really just wanted to like talk about my writing, because you guys obviously don't know a lot about me, and I'm kind of new to this whole thing, so I just kind of picked my writing today, because it's something that I'm really working on. So, I hope that you guys liked the video, and I hope that whenever the book comes out, you buy it, both of them, if you want. I'm not gonna force you to, if you want. Yeah, stick around. If you want, you guys can, show me some ideas about books that you'd like to read, that you want me to write, or something. I will see you all next week. Bye.
Let's hit the fucking deck, but stay on your motherfucking toes. We running this, let's go.